actually grew up in a tiny, small farm town. I then went on to work throughout Australia, New York and Paris fashion weeks with some of the biggest brands in the world, which gave me the insight to be able to start Stashed. But I had absolutely no tech experience, so I booked a one-way ticket to Silicon Valley, stayed in a hostel for 2 weeks, but managed to meet people from the likes of Yahoo, Facebook and Google, which gave me the insight to be able to come back to Australia and start Stashed. Hello, my name's Jess Wilson and I'm the founder of Stashed. And Stashed is a global digital fashion mall on mobile. So firstly, for myself, as an online shopper, when I'm browsing, I don't want to go to multiple different apps, multiple different websites to shop the latest brands. So what we've done is simplify and centralise the process and put it into the palm of your hand. We've taken the process of browsing, how we do in a regular mall, and translated that onto your mobile phone. So I'd love to give you an example. Miss Yuan, if you would love to join me. Of course. We've got a rack of clothing here. Mm-hmm. And if you could tell me which is your favourite item out of this rack of clothing.
Wow.
So as we're browsing through these, we're thinking, I like this item, I don't like this item. And we're looking through these pieces of clothing and we're browsing as we do as in a regular mall.
That's nice.
That one's nice?
Yeah.
That one's your favourite piece?
Great on you. Yeah.
Oh, great. Okay. Let's use this one as an example. That would be great. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So this is the way that Stashed works. You're presented with one item. That item, you have the decision. You can either swipe left to trash, to never see again, or you swipe right to stash into a centralised virtual wardrobe. Once in your wardrobe, you can store there for style inspiration, you can send a text to a friend, or you can go directly through to the store and purchase. That's a metric that the fashion industry has never seen before.
但是你能不能告诉我你的第一步进入这个时尚行业的第一步是怎么开始的？
I actually started my first business when I was 16 years old. I grew up in a tiny farm town and I made enough money through that business to put myself through my first year of university.
What kind of business?
It's funny actually. My principal at the time banned formal after parties and they banned formal events. So I rallied together a group of my friends. I've always been quite good at rallying together the right people. As a venue, we made quite a bit of money. And it put myself through my first year of university. But then I dropped out of university.
Why?
Because I had a careers advisor literally sit me down and say, Jess, to be honest with you, you don't have it in you to have a career in fashion. I then went on to work with some of the biggest brands in the world throughout Australia, New York and Paris fashion weeks, producing runway shows, which is where I saw the insight for Stashed. I had absolutely no tech experience, so I booked a one-way ticket to Silicon Valley, stayed in a hostel for 2 weeks, ate like 2-minute noodles. I had very naive at the time, but very aiming high at the time as well. But I managed to meet people from Yahoo, Facebook and Google. So I threw myself into the deep end and it's starting to pay off, I guess.
Where are you at with traction? How many?
Traction-wise, so we've got users in 136 countries now. And we've been featured as one of Apple's best new apps in 11 of those countries. And we've worked with around 4,000 brands. And engagement rate-wise, we've had over 1.5 million sessions on the app.
What's your team look like besides you? Is it just...
So I've got a tech co-founder, and we've also got people who are very specialised in marketing as well as business.
觉得你们的一个扩张的一个方案是什么？
So our strategy for expansion, we're already actually speaking to people such as Samsung, and we're looking to speak to people potentially other providers if that one doesn't go through. But we have a lot of strong interest from them.
怎么样去做这个用户的获取？
As well as acquiring users, our cost of acquisition up until this point has been $0. It's all been through organic PR. I'm a bit of a PR whiz, as well as people love our vision so much that they want to be able to share it. We've had write-ups in Forbes, every single fashion magazine there is in Australia, a lot of magazines in the US. So we've got an ability to speak to people and they want to follow our vision, they want to follow our journey. So partnerships as well as bringing on the right people in our team, such as Will Wang, like I mentioned, who has rolled out massive brands within Shanghai and partners.
I'm still not quite sure about the linkage between these two sides, and I don't know.
What she's focused on high-end brands.
Yes.
Yeah, that's true.
So she's not enabling all the designers in the world.
Yes.
She's
Just
trying to
high-end.
associate with the top brands
Yes.
and make herself look exclusive.
So that
Yes.
means his customer scale cannot grow quickly.
Is give those insights back to designers and tell them, okay, your products are trending in Australia and Shanghai and Germany, which takes the risk out of it, product market fit wise. So what Stashed is going to revolutionise the way that we shop on mobile. I worked in the industry since I was very young. I've seen where it's come from, I know where it is right now, and from that, and from these people around me, I know exactly where it needs to go. And that's what we're building through Stashed, through this global digital fashion mall.
The dream, just my vision.
I want to make one location for where you shop on mobile. In my opinion, historically, there's always been one place. If you were shopping bricks and mortar wise, so at a physical store, you'd have a mall. If you were shopping e-commerce wise, there's Bing, there's Yahoo, there's places that you go to search. There's nothing that's optimized for mobile phones. And to be honest with you, I've worked throughout fashion weeks for years, and I've watched too many designers go out of business. These people are my friends. These people I've become very close to. And it's not because they're not talented, and it's not because they don't have amazing pieces. It's because they don't know how to market in this new landscape. So we need to create something that's optimized for our mobile phone, and it needs to come from both sides of the market.
你们的盈利模式是什么样的？
Profit model. So there's two sides. There's the business to consumer, which is where people buy throughout the app. So everything we sell, we make 10 to 20% on. As well as for the B2B model, so business to business, working with the designers, which is virtual rent. So they would pay per month virtual rent to be able to have access to the data insights that we can give them. And I might reiterate again that this is a data insight that the fashion industry has never seen before. What we can do is show them in real time a consumer's opinion, which is one step further than any sort of data that they've had to work with in the past.
你不能完全说服我。但是我还是愿意给你一个机会去试一试，因为每一个女人不想变得更漂亮一点。
Exactly.
然后我听说你也被福布斯杂志评为就是影响未来50年的1000人之一，给你一票。
Thank you.
我觉得这个想法很有意思，而且我觉得你们现在已经有4000个品牌，然后还是比较多的品牌愿意跟你合作，然后这个我觉得其实可以帮助你整个用户数据这个积累，可以快速做积累，我觉得这个还是比较不错的。就目前来说，我会投你一票。
Thank you.
So, Jess,
Yes.
I don't know much about female fashion, and all I know is that girls tend to be random with the way they choose things. That's about as much as I know. But I'm interested in the field and the numbers that you've got. Mm-hmm. What I want you to do, Jess, is to focus at some point. And I don't just mean dedicate yourself to this exclusively. I understand the value, but I want to see this grow. You have some competitors in the market. I want to see it grow, and I want to see you create barriers within the technology that others can't copy. But yeah, I mean, it's a pretty strong yes for me.
Oh, you're scared.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Whoa. There you go. Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Shake hands.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Jeff.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Jeff.
Congratulations.
Thank you. 今天你穿内裤了吗？
多久？手感不错哈，但实在太丑了。你会买吗？
分享一份卫生机构的研究报告。
告诉我的这个答案，我要质疑一下它是怎么来的。
在中国，绝大部分的男性都是一个家庭的顶梁柱，他们付出了